torque for years, not even days, for years. Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's going to be reviewing a 2022 GMC Sierra 3500 AT4, and we're going to figure out why people are paying so much money for these trucks. Pretty much every single AT4 in the country is being sold for over MSRP, so yeah, we got to figure it out. Anyways, first and foremost, so a huge shout out and thank you to the Brent Brown Toyota here in Orem, Utah for giving me some time with this AT4. This one is available for sale right now. If you're interested, I'm going to include a link to their inventory in the description down below. They also sell the brand new Toyota product as well. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. So under the hood we have the 6.6 liter Duramax V8 diesel that goes through a 10-speed automatic transmission. It is good for 445 horsepower and then 910 pound-feet of torque. And there you go. Now let's go over the front end of the AT4. So first off, you got this cool hood venting situation, which just gives it this more aggressive, muscular appearance. And then coming down below, you guys can see here with the daytime running lights and the LED headlamps, and then the fog lamps down below that. And then look at the coloration here on the front grille. I think it looks really cool. Giant GMC logo with the camera down below that. And then you got the red tow hooks here at the very bottom, parking sensors. And overall, I mean, it's a really good looking truck from a front end perspective. Also, you guys probably noticed the cab lights there at the very top. Coming around the side here, we've got two 75mm tires wrapped around 20-inch wheels in the front and over in the rear as well. And then you guys can see from a design perspective with the wheels, you got the silver on the top and then the black below that, so it kind of has a cool off-roader type theme. And then here is the tread pattern on the tires, pretty aggressive. And then you guys can probably see a little bit, this does have Rancho shocks, and something that I'm curious to see because I've never looked under with a new GMC. Looks like we've got independent front suspension, which is quite interesting. We have our Duramax 6.6 liter badge and also Allison transmission as well. Got the big trailer mirrors, AT4 HD badge there on the side. And then this one does have power side steps. You guys will see that in a bit. It is a very large truck. If you guys can't tell, this is an Expedition and then this is the AT4. It's pretty big. You guys can probably see the side step there. And then we got big old leaf springs here in the back, solid rear axle. And then got the Rancho shock there in the rear. So here's our key fob. We have our unlock function, our lock, remote start, and then the drop down for the tailgate. 3,782 pounds is the payload. Conventional towing, 20,000 pounds with this truck. Now you guys can see here with the lights in the bed, and then you got this little plug outlet as well. This one has fifth wheel prep, it looks like. Got the cargo light there at the top, and then this is a handle for the multi-pro setup. Now this has a 375 pound weight limit in terms of like the whole steps system. And lifting up is kind of awkward. You got to just like do that. It's possible to do with one arm, but it's kind of like doing a bicep curl at the gym with like a 30-pound dumbbell. Now finishing things up with the rest of the rear, you guys can see here with the taillights. Now it's GMC Sierra and then AT4 there off to the side. Got the parking sensors here down below, and then you can see here with the bumper steps as well. And then we have a massive, massive exhaust tip here on the back end. And, well, that's the exterior. Now popping inside, this has a very similar interior to like the Denali, for example. You guys will probably notice, but key difference is the coloration for the AT4 package with the brown. And you guys can see the behind the seat storage and then the under seat storage as well. I love how it has like the half cloth, half rubber, so you can pick this part off if you want and have it be all rubber if you don't want the cloth inserts. And then you guys can see the cup holders right there, and then the little charging ports down below. And, well, that's all. See ya. Now here is the front door panel. You guys can see again here with the material use. And then notice here for the memory seats, we've got all of our window controls here, front to rear automatic. And then this does have the mirror extender function, which is pretty cool. All the adjustments there. And then speaker for the Bose sound system. Notice this says AT4. And then also in the headrest as well. And then you guys can see here how it's perforated with the leather. And then you got your seat adjustments right there. And then you can see the pedal layout, pretty normal, nothing crazy happening there. You got the parking brake, light control, fog light, cargo light, and then our drive line select. This has auto, 2-wheel high, 4-wheel high, 4-wheel low. And then the trailer tow mode and then the drive mode select. Let's pop in. So here is our steering wheel. You guys can see the leather trim here, and again with the AT4 colors. Controls for the center stack, voice command, phone controls. We do have our cruise control over here on this side. Notice the GMC logo there, front and center. Turn signal, windshield wiper stock, and then we have a good old fashioned column shifter with the plus and minus for that 10-speed Allison to manually shift, and there you go. Now here's the center gauge cluster you guys can see here. Mostly analog gauges, unlike the new GMC Sierra 1500. This still has the older unit, and we have the perfect amount of range there, as you guys can see. But you can scroll through some different menus, see different bits of info here on the truck, navigation, phone stuff, all that normal stuff that you see on most modern vehicles. And then when I pop into the trailer tow mode, it pops up with that little trailer icon, and then with the drive modes, you guys can probably see. There we go, normal and off-road. Sometimes the button just doesn't like to do anything. Anyways, there you go. Now here's the infotainment system. First off, if we pop it into reverse, we do have a backup camera with trajectory lines that turn with the steering wheel, and you guys can also see the bird's eye view right there as well. And other than that, there's tons of different camera viewpoints here with this system. It's a full 360 camera system. You guys know this is my favorite in the truck industry because resolution is really solid, and again, you just get so many different camera viewpoints. It's just really practical. Now, aside from that, what you guys will probably notice is response time with the screen is fantastic. It has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as well, and it's kind of toasty. Other than that, though, that's the infotainment system. Analog controls for the radio, and then this does have a dual zone climate system. Now, this normally comes with heated and cooled seats, but microchip shortage, so nothing. Diesel exhaust brake, we got our lane departure here, parking sensors, tailgate drop down, and then we've got the hazard lights, stability control, that's for the outlets to turn on, hill descent control, and this is for the steps to actually move them. It's a pretty cool thing with the power steps and the HDs. And then we got a bunch of charging ports, trailer brake controls, wireless phone charging pad, cup holders, and then you can see here with like the perforated leather in the center of the center console, and storage space is pretty solid. And then we have the double glove box setup. Is there a window sticker in there? No, sadly not. But yeah, you guys can see the rest of the dash here from a material standpoint. And then finishing things up here at the top, we do have a sunroof here, and then power sliding window for the rear. And then I believe this just has, yeah, the traditional mirror. Now, if you want the most up-to-date pricing on this specific AT4, check out Brent Brown Toyota's website in the description down below. But like I said, these are going for over MSRP, new and used. And so let's take it out, drive it, and try to figure out the madness. Let's talk about visibility before we set off. Here's your visibility of the hood, both of the mirrors, and then throughout the rest of the rear. And let's set off. Oh, setting off here in this AT4 HD, and it's been, I think, a couple of years since I've actually driven an AT4. These trucks just sell out instantly, and they sell out for pretty crazy numbers. I mean, it's not too I guess out of the norm to see these going for, you know, 10, sometimes I've seen even $20,000 over original MSRP, whether it's new or used, which is crazy. But setting off in the truck, first off, I finally figured out why Silverados and Sierras drive so smooth, because you know, for some reason, like, it just didn't click in my head that, yeah, these have independent front suspension, and then Ram and Ford still use solid front axles, and that's why these feel like they handle better and they're smoother as well. Ram's got like that, you know, multi-link system on their 2500, but a Ram 2500 still doesn't ride quite as smooth as a Silverado like 3500. It's pretty close, but this just, even with the big beefy leaf springs, is pretty smooth. You do get quite a bit of knock around on the back end though, so you definitely do feel that. But yeah, it's interesting to say the least. But other stuff, first off, you know, tons of torque out of this Duramax. I mean, we know that. I've talked about this in so many videos. I sound like a broken record at this point, but like, diesels don't need more than 900 pound-feet of torque. Seriously, like 400 horsepower, 900 pound-feet of torque, it's more than enough for, you know, most towing applications, and then like on-road driving as well. Anything over that, and like, it's just, you're not getting that much more. It's like, oh, another 100 pound-feet of torque, 200 more pound-feet of torque, and it's like, it feels like a little bit faster. No, it probably pulls a little bit better, but it's marginal at that point in terms of the benefit, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But Other things is, this is a big truck, but again, because of that independent front suspension, the handling feels so solid that, yeah, I don't know, it feels good. Wow. Torque for years, not even days, for years. This is such a quick truck. Like, it's complete overkill. Seat comfort's decent. They definitely, you know, Chevy and GM, just hard seats. They need to do something with these seats to make them a little bit softer. And I'm sad that I don't have the air conditioned seat function because it's so hot today. Oh, it still reads 107 degrees. So yeah, let's sum things up. I think this truck looks great. I love the, you know, off-road looks with this truck. That being said, though, I don't understand the premiums, because some people might say, oh, well, the AT4 package has some special off-road stuff. Not really, because you can get Rancho shocks on other packages with the Sierra and with the Silverado as well. So, like, cool. Like, this, it's got the off-road tires as standard, but like, it's easy to put off-road tires in your vehicle. And again, the shocks, like, if your Silverado or Sierra didn't have off-road shocks, easy to add. Red tow hooks, those are easy to paint on. I like this interior, but like I said, Denali's just as nice, if not nicer. And so I don't know, I get why people are getting this. This kind of has like the Raptor effect, because it's got a Duramax, which, right, you know, people have this, like, you know, image of the Duramax in their mind. It's like coolest engine ever, and, you know, fair enough. And then on top of having the Duramax, this has the Sierra name, which, you know, people again have an image of that in their head. And then the AT4 is, again, it's that Raptor effect. Like, it's this off-road package that people never take off-road, but they want the cool, like, looks. And so, like, in the, you know, 1500 series of trucks, the Raptor is the truck that's the rich man poser truck. And then it seems like in the 3500 series of trucks, this and the Ford Tremor are like the rich man poser trucks. So I like this package. You know, me personally, would I pay the crazy premiums for this, you know, with what the dealers are charging with these brand new? Probably not. I'd probably just pick up a used one like this. I don't know. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about the AT4. Let me know why you guys think that these sell for such absurd amounts of money. And there you go. Let's get some things up for our video on this AT4. And again, a huge shout out and thank you to the Brent Brown 20 here in Orem, Utah for giving me some time with this truck. Check out the inventory in the description down below. I'll see ya.